pace of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Right back to Conner here on first. And some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is Tony Pollard. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A give to Elliott. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brings up
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Derek Watt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
ball for? Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 14, Cowboys nothing.
get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he works free. 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 14. Cowboys 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ebron caught left side. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting. And blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. Ryan Switzer, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Washington's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it, and he'll get nothing out of that one. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Going with the big fullback, Watt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to surge ahead with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
30-yard line.
First down throw for Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Well, to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it's going to be second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He'll now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rolling to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
He is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Steelers 28, Cowboys 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
makes the score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase
7.
their lead to 28.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On the run is Counter. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Steeler 1st
They're
down.
looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 44.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Just keep going.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
19,
Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Cowboys 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. This is Elliott
At the 33-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down.
20-yard line.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
31-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 10-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers,